A meeting meant to provide parties with more information on the 774,000 Special Public Works Program turned to a shouting match between the Minister of State for Labour and members of the Senate Committee on Labour. In this report, Tijesu News correspondent Tijesu Adeoye reviews events that led to the heated argument over implementation of the scheme, which was to be domiciled under the National Directorate of Employment.
Business here. So, Honorable Minister, you are not exceptional. We have many ministers who came.
An interactive session to understand the modalities surrounding the Special Public Works Program under the National Directorate of Employment turns rowdy. Trouble started when there was a disparity in the explanation of the Director General of the NDE and the Minister of State on Labour and Employment. The NDE had gotten the approval of Mr. President to employ 774,000 vulnerable Nigerians, 1,000 each from the 774 local government areas of the country. The National Assembly had also appropriated the sum of 52 billion naira in the 2020 budget to facilitate the program. But members of the committee were clearly not impressed with the implementation process so far due to lack of synergy between the Ministry of Labour and the NDE. What was supposed to be an interactive session turned into a shouting spree when lawmakers demanded explanations for how the Ministry of Labour and Employment constituted a 20-man committee that has already been inaugurated to facilitate the process.
How the Honourable Minister came about the 20-man selection. The remaining 12, he didn't know about it. And as the representative of our own people, our main aim is to check the executive arm of government for checks and balances. And what he said, 8 ministries have been mandated to look into it. We are disagreeing with him.
Before we appropriate, we have the power to investigate. We have appropriated. What we are doing, just like the chairman has said, is we are investigating the implementation. And that power is given to, it's not owning ownership. In terms of that, we are doing that to be able to expose either there's corruption, there's inefficiency, or waste.
Members of the committee became furious with the minister's outburst and demanded an immediate apology. The minister refused to apologize for his behavior, insisting that he has done nothing outside the provisions of the country's constitution.
I must respond. What I have said is not illegal, it's constitutional. Because see, it is unfair. The Constitution talks about public hearing. So what I'm saying, what am I apologizing for? What am I apologizing for?
His threat to leave the meeting since he was denied the opportunity to respond to the allegations further aggravated the lawmakers who permitted him to take his leave.
Are you not the minister? Why are you not getting here before you became a minister? It's a matter of public interest. You cannot make accusations and allow the cameras to go out. Okay. I want the cameras to be here from me. If not, I will not talk. I will not speak.
Both sides of the divide failed to reach a compromise, and the committee resolved to suspend the session until all modalities surrounding the Special Public Works Program are made crystal clear. Tijesu Adeoye, Tijesu News, Abuja.
Tijesu was at that meeting. She joins me live from Abuja for more. Let's begin with some clarification. This 20-man committee, is it a central committee or there's supposed to be 20-man committee across the states?
It's actually a central committee in each state, and this was actually constituted by the ministry. And what actually raised the red flag for lawmakers is the fact that this program was put under the care of the NDE, but it has no it has no idea, or little or no idea about this committee. In fact, from what the DG said, he says he knows only 8 out of the 20 members of that committee. And that is what raised the red flag for the lawmakers when they demanded that the Minister of State explains how he came about this 20-man committee. And why they did this is just so that whatever the reasons for constituting or the reasons for bringing about this program, the aim is not defeated. So for the person that they put this program under the to say he knows little or no information about the 20-man committee is what actually raised the red flag, and they accused the minister of trying to hijack the program from the DG, that's the NDE, which is an agency under the ministry. But the minister actually argued that he is, he's acting within the provisions of the Constitution, and also his action also has to do with the act that establishes the agency, which is the NDE, and so he has not acted anyway out of line. But for the fact that they have accused him of trying to hijack the program from the NDE, the committee did not get little or no room to explain himself. In fact, when they even gave him room to explain himself, they asked journalists to exit the room, of which clearly you could see that the minister wasn't really comfortable with. So that is where the argument and the back and forth discussion between them started.
Tijesu Adeoye, we have to leave it there. We're having troubles with your audio from that end. We'll